So Richard, tell us where you are and what the latest is with this new cruise ship of yours.
Well, I've just arrived in Barcelona, and we're on a brand new cruise ship. We've got one operating in the Caribbean. We've now got one operating in Spain and Italy. We've got a third that's going to be operating in Australia, and then a fourth in Scandinavia. And we set sail tomorrow with a lot of people from Britain. I was on a flight coming down earlier with just full of Brits heading for Virgin Voyages. So we're very excited.
And as I was saying before, Sir Richard, the cruise industry particularly badly hit by the pandemic. How tough was it, and are there calmer seas ahead?
I think that Virgin were in a lot of industries that were very tough: airlines, cruises, hotels, fitness clubs, and so on. But we've come through, and I think people just want to get away from home. They want to, they want to go on holiday. This is an adults-only cruise line, much to the disappointment of my grandkids. But it's fun. We've got fantastic entertainment, great restaurants, over 20 restaurants, no buffets, 1,800 wonderful staff from 80 different countries, young fun staff. So 80 different countries, young fun staff. So I think the team have got it bang on right.
Well, yeah, it's interesting you say that. Let's speak to Nirmal sitting next to you, because you're obviously appealing to a younger, cooler market. I read there's a tattoo parlour on board one of the ships and no kids on board. But the truth is that the average age of a cruise passenger is just under 50.
Well, that's right. And look, people are actually pleasantly surprised when I tell them that the average age of a Virgin Voyages cruise was 48. People are loving this premium adult-only sailing experience. They're loving the fact that we can take all those spaces that would ordinarily be dedicated to families and kids and convert them into adult spaces. All heavens and how. Pleasantly surprised when I tell them that the average age of a Virgin Voyages cruise was 48. People are loving this premium adult-only sailing experience. They're loving the fact that we can take all those spaces that would ordinarily be dedicated to families and kids and convert them into adult spaces. All heavens and hammocks. We have outdoor fitness areas. We're attracting a really wide demographic. This product works for anyone in their 30s and their 60s, and it's a great product. It's one the best new ship, as Richard mentioned.
So is this first trip, this maiden voyage, sold out, or are there empty cabins still?
Actually, we're sailing a very good occupancy on this voyage. We're seeing tremendous acceleration in bookings for Virgin Voyages. It's been a month-on-month increase. Shows you the pent-up demand for travel.
So Richard, you recently said that we need to reduce the West's dependence on fuel, and cruise ships and spaceships are particularly thirsty, aren't they? Rather than expanding at the moment, shouldn't you be reducing the amount of fuel that you're pumping into the atmosphere?
Yeah, I think you have to be careful about what I said. What I said was that we've got to try not to be importing fuel from Russia, and the way to do it would be for every. About what I said. What I said was.
So is this first trip, this maiden voyage, sold out, or are there empty cabins still?
Actually, we're sailing a very good occupancy on this voyage. We're seeing tremendous acceleration in bookings for Virgin Voyages. It's been a month-on-month increase. Just shows you the pent-up demand for travel.
So Richard, you recently said that we need to reduce the West's dependence on fuel, and cruise ships and spaceships are particularly thirsty, aren't they? Rather than expanding at the moment, shouldn't you be rather than expanding? So Richard, you recently said that we need to reduce the West's dependence on fuel, and cruise ships and spaceships are particularly thirsty, aren't they? Said that we need to reduce the West's dependence on fuel, and cruise ships and spaceships are particularly thirsty, aren't they? Aren't they? Thirsty, aren't they? So, Richard, you recently said that we need to reduce the West's dependence on fuel, and cruise ships and spaceships are particularly thirsty, aren't they? Rather than expanding at the moment, shouldn't you be reducing the amount of fuel that you're pumping into the atmosphere?
Yeah, I think you have to be careful about what I said. What I said was
You have
that
to be
we've got
careful
try
about
not
what,
to
really.
be importing fuel from Russia, and the way to do it would be for every company and individual maybe to cut back.
Not
by
bothered
maybe
about
1 or
using fuel as long
2%
as you
their
don't,
fuel usage, and that
as
would
long
mean
as you
we
don't get it
sending,
from Russia.
billions of dollars to Russia every year.
It's
And I
just so
think we can do
blatant.
that
I
in a
can't
way
believe
that
people are even fucking like confused at this point about what's
Yeah, I
actually
think you
going
have to
on.
be careful about what I said. What I said was that
Careful.
we've got to try not to be importing fuel from Russia, and the way to do it would be for every company and individual maybe to cut back by maybe 1 or 2% their fuel usage, and that would mean that we wouldn't be sending, billions of dollars to Russia every year. And I think we can do that in a way that is not going to affect individuals, not going to affect companies. So it's something that which we're doing at Virgin, and it was just a suggestion that other people might want to follow suit.
I just, while we've got you on, wanted to ask you about something else as well, because a lot of people watching this will be thinking, I'd love to go on this cruise. It sounds fantastic, but of course it is just a pipe dream, given the intense pressure so many people are under. I mean, do you think business leaders, entrepreneurs, billionaires have a role to play in trying to help people climb out of this terrible cost of living crisis we're all in?
They're fucking digging the hole, man. They're fucking digging the fucking holes.
We're all in.
Absolutely, I think that we have a big role to play, and I think
You have got a big role, man. You're the fucking leading you're the fucking directors.
coming up with ways of tackling that. And
We're the
businesses have a big role
fucking
in creating jobs and
unsuspecting
and,
fucking
getting
stuntmen. Fucking hell, man. It's a joke.
back decent work, and that's something which I've spent a lifetime trying to do and will continue to do until I drop.
Okay, Alan Mitchell, Richard Branson, Namal